Lee Scratch Perry is dead.
Teach them! Always make sure the message will reach them!
Lee Scratch Perry, the monumental reggae singer, producer and studio wizard who pushed the boundaries of Jamaican music and as a byproduct, rock, hip-hop and dancehall with his explorations into dub, has died. Perry died on Sunday, August 29th at the Noel Holmes Hospital in Hanover. He was 85 years old. Cause of death was unknown at the time of this publication. Throughout a career spanning 7 decades, Perry was one of music's most prolific artists. Kiss Me Neck, a book that lists Perry's entire recording output through the early 2000s, runs over 300 pages. Born in Kendall, Hanover on March 20th, 1936, as Rainford U. Lee Perry, he moved to Kingston in the early 60s. My father worked on the road, my mother in the fields. We were very poor. I went to school. I learned nothing at all. Everything I have learned has come from nature, Perry said in a 1984 interview. When I left school, there was nothing to do except field work. Hard labor. I did not fancy that, so I started playing dominoes. Through dominoes, I practiced my mind and learned to read the minds of others. This has proved eternally useful to me. Perry's career in music began in the late 50s when he was employed to sell records for Clement Coxsone Dodd's Downbeat sound system. By the early 60s, Dodd opened his famed Studio One, where Perry, nicknamed Little at the time, got his first experience in the recording studio, producing a few dozen songs for the label. Coxsone never wanted to give a country boy a chance. No way. He took my songs and gave them to people like Delroy Wilson. I got no credit. Certainly no money. I was being screwed. After falling out with Dodd, Perry jumped over to Joe Gibbs' rival label Amalgamated Records, where Perry continued to produce in addition to furthering his own recording career as a lead artist. Disagreements between Perry and Gibbs resulted in Scratch finally forming his own label, Upsetter Records. Thanks to his popularity in Jamaica and the UK, where his 1968 single, People Funny Boy, A Slam at Gibbs became a top 5 hit. In 1973, Perry was able to build his own backyard studio in Kingston, which he named The Black Ark. Here, Perry's artistic endeavors led him to push the limits of the recording studio's relatively antiquated capabilities to create his versions. He continued to produce notable musicians such as Bob Marley and the Wailers, Junior Biles, Junior Mervyn, the Eptones, the Congas, and Max Romeo. He soon began experimenting with drum machines and other studio effects that ushered in the dub era and paved the way for the current music production techniques used in reggae, hip-hop, and rock. He became known for his innovative production techniques, as well as his eccentric character. Perry reached a wider global audience as a vocalist on the track Dr. Lee, PhD, from the Beastie Boys album Hello Nasty in 1998. In 2003, Perry won a Grammy for Best Reggae Album with the album Jamaican E.T. In 2004, Rolling Stone ranked Perry number 100 on their list of the 100 greatest artists of all times. In 2010, Perry recorded 3 albums with British producer Steve Marshall. The albums featured performances by Keith Richards and George Clinton. 2 of these albums, End of an American Dream in 2008 and Revelation in 2010, received Grammy nominations in the category Best Reggae Album. For his contribution to Jamaican music and culture, Perry received Jamaica's 6th highest honor, the Order of Distinction Commander Class, in 2012. In his later years, Perry resided in Switzerland with his wife and their 2 children. He had 4 other children.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Like the video before you go. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And remember to share the video with your friends and family. And browse the channel for more quality content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them!